Hello all. Today's topic is fruit ripening or ripening of fruits. Before going to the topic, what actually is a fruit? We all know that the ovary of the flower after fertilization becomes the fruit. So those fruits which are developed from the ovary after fertilization and that fruits are called true fruits. Examples mango, orange, etc. And in some plants, there are other parts of the flower except ovary becomes the fruit. And such fruits are known as pseudo fruits or false fruits. Fruits or false fruits means those fruits which are developed from parts of the flower other than ovary. Example, apple, fig and cashew. In the case of apple, thalamus becomes a fruit, and in the case of cashew, pedicels becomes the fruit. Apart from these two fruits, there are parthenocarpic fruits also. And what actually is a parthenocarpic fruit? And these are fruits which are developed from the ovary, but they are formed without fertilization. That means parthenocarpic fruits are those fruits which are developed from the ovary without fertilization. And both parthenocarpic as well as true fruits are fruits which are developed from the ovary. But in the case of true fruits, they are developed from fertilized ovary. But in the case of parthenocarpic fruits, they are developed from unfertilized ovary. And the branch of science that deals with the study of fruit is known as pomology. This is the structure of fruit. The fruit wall is known as pericarp. And pericarp mainly has three layers: outer epicarp, middle mesocarp and inner endocarp. In the case of mango, the epicarp is soft and thin, while the mesocarp is fleshy as well as edible, and the endocarp is leathery in nature. This is what are the different stages of fruit development. The fruit development mainly includes 6 stages: initiation stage, anthysis, pollination, fertilization, growth and maturation. Initiation means beginning phase or initial phase where usually rapid cell division takes place. There is also the formation of flower primordia. Anthysis means opening of the flower bud. Pollination means transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. Fertilization is a fusion of male gametes with the female gamete present inside the embryo sac of the ovule. And next is the growth of the fruit and maturation of the fruits. So those period that is seen before anthysis or opening of the flower bud is known as pre-bloom period or initiation period. And those period which takes place after anthysis is known as post-bloom period. So post-bloom period includes pollination, fertilization, growth and maturation, while pre-bloom period includes initiation phase. So what are the differences between pre-bloom period and post-bloom period? Pre-bloom period are beginning phase or initial phase of development of fruits which takes place before anthysis, while those phases that is seen after anthysis is known as post-bloom period. It includes pollination, fertilization, growth and maturation phase, while pre-bloom period includes initiation phase. Pre-bloom period is characterized by active cell division, synthesis of protoplasm takes place, initiation of flower primordia and synthesis of hormones such as cytokinin and gibberellins takes place. Here also there is a translocation of metabolites and growth substances from leaves to flowers and fruits takes place, while the post-bloom period involves active cell division. Moreover, cell differentiation and cell enlargement takes place during post-bloom period, as well as the growth and maturation of fruits occurs during this period. Here is the growth curve that represents the different stages of fruit development, which includes pre-bloom period followed by anthysis followed by post-bloom period. So pre-bloom period includes initiation of flower primordia, rapid cell division, while post-bloom period includes pollination and fertilization, where cell division and cell enlargement takes place, and fruit growth and maturation phase includes cell enlargement. And what are the significance of developed fruits? The fruits offer the protection for the seeds. It also helps in the dispersal of seeds. Moreover, it protects the seeds by providing chemical defense mechanism. That is, they produce certain unpalatable or repellent chemicals such as actinoids and other toxic products, which protect the plants from herbivores. And what actually is the fruit ripening? And it is a process that makes the fruit ideal for consumption and makes the seeds ready for the dispersal. Fruit ripening means it's a process which makes the fruit ideal for consumption and makes the seeds ready for dispersal. And fruit ripening is differ from fruit maturation. The fruit maturation represents the stage of fruit harvesting, while the fruit ripening involves the stages of consumption of fruits. So, the fruit ripening starts once growth and maturation of fruits are over. So, fruit ripening is also known as fruit aging because it represents the initial stages of fruit senescence. It is an example of breaking down process or catabolic process which involves irreversible degradative changes. And this is an important term, respiratory climatic. And what is respiratory climatic? That is, in some plants, the fruit shows rapid increase in the respiration just before ripening. That is, the rapid increase in the respiration rate that is seen associated with fruit ripening is known as respiratory climatic. And that phases of fruit ripening where rapid increase in the rate of respiration takes place, and that phase of fruit ripening is known as climacteric phase, which usually occurs before senescence period. So based on the respiratory climatic or climacteric phase, fruits are of two different types, climatic fruits and non-climatic fruits. And this is an important topic that is usually asked in various exams. So what are climatic fruits? These are fruits which exhibit or which shows sudden rise in the respiration rate during ripening. While non-climatic fruits are those fruits which do not exhibit any sudden rise in the respiration rate. So, non-climatic fruits will show respiration while they do not exhibit sudden increase in the respiration rate. Climatic fruits where the fruit ripening occurs only after harvesting or plucking, and that is ripening usually occurs during storage. And these fruits are always rich in carotenoid pigments also. And examples are apple, banana, custard apple, fig, mango, etc. Well, non-climatic fruits, the ripening usually occurs while the fruits are usually attached within the parent plant. And they are usually rich in anthocyanin pigment. Examples are capsicum, citrus fruits, grapes, pineapple, and strawberry. It's a picture showing climatic and non-climatic fruits. So, in climatic fruits, the initial phase shows maximum respiration, which further slows down, followed by the sharp increase in the respiration before ripening. That sharp increase in the rate of respiration before ripening will reach a peak, and that peak is known as climatic peak. And it is during this climatic period, fruit usually becomes ripened, soft, and becomes edible. It's a picture showing the graphical representation of growth and ripening of climatic fruits in relation to rate of respiration. First, the rate of respiration increases, followed by increase in the rate and increases, sudden increase in fruit ripening, attaining reaches the climatic peak. So, what are the actual reasons or causes of respiratory climatic? There are two views which explains the causes of respiratory climacteric, of which the first view states that during fruit ripening, there is an increase in the phosphorylation of fructose takes place. Moreover, the tonoplast membrane that surrounds the vacuoles become fully permeable to the free fructose. So, as a result, the fructose from the vacuoles moves out to the cytoplasm, resulting in the increase in the concentration of fructose in the cytoplasm, which causes the increase in the rate of respiration. That is, increase in the amount of fructose in the cytoplasm causes the increase in the rate of respiration. Second view states that respiration rate is directly proportional to the energy demand and inversely proportional to the ratio of ATP to ADP. That is, during fruit ripening, there is a large demand of energy occurs. Moreover, the ratio of ATP to ADP becomes very low. As a result, high rate of respiration takes place. So, what are the physiological changes or major changes which occurs during fruit ripening? This is always asked in exams. The first change occurs, that is the conversion of starch into sugar takes place. Increased accumulation of sugar and organic acids, production of alcohol, esters, hydrocarbons, terpenoids, etc. Conversion of chloroplast to chromoplast, breakdown of chlorophyll, increased synthesis of carotenoids and anthocyanin, increased synthesis of RNA and hydrolytic enzymes takes place during ripening of fruits. Next is, what are the hormones, different hormones which control the fruit ripening? As we all know, ethylene is a fruit ripening hormone which accelerates ripening of fruits, mainly in the case of climatic fruits, mainly in a particular amount or concentration called threshold concentration. And what is threshold concentration? And it is the lowest concentration of ethylene which are necessary to evoke a ripening response. Any concentration below or above the threshold concentration will not influence the ripening by the ethylene. The abscisic acid accelerate fruit ripening in both climatic as well as non-climatic fruits. While the auxin directly inhibits the fruit ripening, but indirectly it promotes the fruit ripening by promoting the synthesis of ethylene. While cytokinin and gibberellins inhibits ripening of fruits. And next is parthenocarpic fruit. These are fruits which are developed from the ovary without fertilization. These are always seedless. So parthenocarpic fruits are two different types: natural parthenocarpy and artificial parthenocarpy. Natural parthenocarpy means parthenocarpy which occurs naturally. Examples are pineapple, banana, tomato, oranges, and watermelon. While artificial parthenocarpy is the parthenocarpy that is induced artificially by applying certain hormones such as auxins and gibberellins in very small amounts. Examples, Congold variety of grapes. These parthenocarpic fruits have great commercial importance in the preparation of jam, fruit juices, etc. It's a picture showing parthenocarpic fruits, parthenocarpic banana, pineapple, papaya, watermelon, tomato, etc. That's all. Thank you.